100 meters. Clarendon College running out of lane 3. Jamaica College lane 4. Calabar lane 5. And Wilmer's Boys lane 6. So again, the lane draws: Clarendon College lane 3, Jamaica College lane 4, Calabar lane 5, and Wilmer's Boys lane 6. While the action takes place on the track, we also have the triple jump for Class 1 boys also taking place. There's only 3 teams contending this Class 1 4x100 meters: Clarendon College, Jamaica College, and Calabar. Cleanly sent about their business there. Quick start for Jamaica College on the inside. Look to Calabar on the outside, traveling well. This is the 4x100 meters for Class 1 boys, who changes over first. Calabar seems to do so. Now on the back straightaway, Calabar, Jamaica College. Quick run there for Jamaica College at the moment. Penultimate exchange about to take place. Jamaica College, Calabar, Clarendon College in that order. Look to Calabar now. Just about 150 meters remaining. Final exchange about to be made. Into the straightaway they come. Clarendon College, Jamaica College. Neck and neck at the moment. Jamaica College pulling away slightly. Jamaica College looks behind. Crosses the finish line first, just ahead of Clarendon College. Flash time, 40.93 seconds. Rounded to 40.64 seconds for Jamaica College. Second goes to Clarendon College, 40.90 seconds. And third to Calabar, 41.08 seconds. That's the Class 1 boys, 4x100 meters. Next on track, we'll have the Class 2 gentlemen contending. In the meantime, the Class 1 boys triple jump competition is in full swing at the moment. And we'll give you an update on that proceeding. Triple jump action taking place for the Class 1 boys event. Leading so far, Jaheim Cox of Kingston College. His best attempt, 15.24 meters. Next best, Tajay Francis of Kingston College, 14.17 meters. Just 3 contending here. And Malik Drummond of Wolmer's, his best attempt, 15.46 meters. They're in the second attempt at the moment. Athletes, you're being reminded that you exit the track using the gate by the finish line, no exiting from the tunnel direction. So athletes, you're being reminded once you conclude your race, you exit using the gate by the finish line. We appreciate your cooperation. Next on track, ladies and gentlemen, the Class 2 boys, 4 by 100 meters. Listed teams, Wilmer's boys, running out of lane 2. Lane 3, Stairtown, Team A. Lane 4, Jamaica College. Lane 5, Calabar. And lane 6, Excelsior.
A pleasant afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jamaica College, the venue for one of many meets sponsored by the Jamaica, the JAAA development meetings. Of course, you know this is all in as a result of COVID-19.
The lane draw for the Class 2 boys 4x100
So a number
meters.
of venues have
Lane 2, Woodman's boys.
earmarked for
Lane 4, Jamaica College.
constant development.
Lane 5, Calabar. And Lane 6,
Because
Excess.
of the situation, the sporting scene has now been reignited, so to speak. And Jamaica College having the sprints in the afternoon session for the boys. This morning we had some girls running, but there are a number of other venues that have some track and field taking place. Calabar, UWI.
Just an update now for the triple jump competition for Class 1
National Stadium Eastfield, St. Elizabeth Technical, Cornwall, and Herbert Morrison. There's something for everyone.
Brown of Calabar, 15.39 meters.
It's heard in the background,
15.39 meters.
15.39 meters. The Class 1 triple jump led by Luke of Calabar. In the meantime, on the track, Class 2 4x100 meters. So they've started with the relays.
Box 1.
And the Class 1 before we started doing the
Box
commentary.
2, are you ready?
So Jamaica College winning that one, 40.64 seconds.
All boxes are
Calabar,
go.
40.9.
Mr. Stas, over to you.
Woolmers. So Class 2, Lane 2 Woolmers, Lane 3 Stair Town, Lane 4 Jamaica College, Lane 5 Calabar, and out in Lane 6 it's Excelsior. 4x100 meters Class 2 boys. Right here at Ashheim Stadium Sports Complex here at Jamaica College, 189 Old Hope Road in St. Andrew. And away they go. It's an even break. Good start by Calabar.
Henry and
Jamaica College making some inroads on Calabar on the first changeover now. It's JC changing first. Excelsior also in contention. Calabar fighting back on the backstretch. Jamaica College having some problems there, and the athlete is hobbling away.
Penultimate exchange about to be
penultimate
made. Calabar
exchange now. It's
first
all
Excelsior
Calabar.
so.
Jamaica College,
Best.
lots
Jamaica
of
College
work to
traveling
do.
well to look at
Excelsior,
Calabar
but
go.
Calabar
Final
motoring
exchange about to
away
be made.
as the
Jamaica
final
College trying to
exchange
make some
comes
ground now.
It's
Final exchange
Calabar,
made into the straightaway. They
JC.
come.
Calabar stepping
up
away
front.
from JC.
Being chased now by Jamaica College. Jamaica College
Calabar
trying to
reel
advance.
him in, and he's doing
Just
just
about
that. Jamaica
It's a
College
chase
coming
towards
right
the
back.
finish
This
line.
one is going
Jamaica
all the way to the line. Jamaica College wins it.
Finish there.
Did you expect anything
Calabar
like
and
that?
Jamaica College. Who gets it?
Calabar
We'll have to wait the
Jumping
official
all
results
over
to tell you.
by the
Flash time
shouting.
42.47 seconds.
and 42.47 seconds is the flash time, but that was a fantastic run by Jamaica College.
Just as we await the official results, we remind the athletes no
42.17.
exiting from the point of entry. Once
But
you've
Calabar
concluded your
thought
race
they had this
and
one
your
after
section,
the
kindly
backstretch
exit
runner.
using the gate by the finish line.
The
We're
backstretch
reminding all
runner,
athletes, please ensure that you exit not using the gate of entry to
41.17.
the field, but you exit using the gate
course,
by
the
the
gentleman
finish line.
standing
We
right
appreciate
before
your cooperation.
So Mark Barton is here with me.
Jamaica College, they're getting the win.
42.17, Mark Barton.
42.17 seconds.
The backstretch runner
What a
for
close
JC.
finish. We'll give you the official results for second.
So 41.17 Calabar, 42.19 for 42.17 and 42.19 for second. And that was an Excelsior in third. Okay, so Mark.
Once again, reminding the athletes, once you've concluded your race, you exit using the gate by the finish line. Before Before you do so, please
So,
ensure that you make use of the
Christopher
sanitization
Scott was
station
on the back stretch
set up
there,
for your
and he
use.
hobbled.
Once you've exited the competition
And
area, kindly
that
make your
might
way
be
to your respective
a
team
bit
area.
of a bother for the
No
Jamaica
congregating,
College
and we remind you that once you
congregation there,
conclude
because
your
it looked as if he
competition,
had picked up something
no
there.
celebrating as
And,
it relates to touching each
Neil
other
Harrison,
or
the
any
coach
kind
of Jamaica College, would have some
celebratory
concerns
gesture which
with
includes
Christopher Scott
contact.
on
We
the back stretch
appreciate
there,
your cooperation.
seeming to feel something and he kind of eased up.
Yes, Andrew.
The applause is there for the triple jump competition for Class 1 boys still taking place.
Scott felt something but did the correct thing not to overexert and simply just carried the baton to the next zone.
Yes, and he was supposed to run the 200 meters a bit later on. I don't suspect that you'll see him doing that now based on what we've just seen there. But a spot of bother for Jamaica College. It's still a concern, but it could be a spot of bother depending on what the nature of what has happened to him. Your thoughts, though, based on what you saw there, should the Jamaica College fraternity be concerned?
Yes, they should be concerned, but nothing to worry about. As you say, it's a matter of managing the injuries and getting the ample rest in place because the bigger picture is the championships. You know, this is a relay event, a team event, not an individual event. So the injury would not have been severe if it was an individual event. We want to be overexerting or maybe overstriding as he competes.
Yes, and Hector Benjamin, who anchored there for Jamaica College a short while ago, was also a cause for concern because he crashed
That Class 2 boys
in the
event.
hurdles earlier on that was run at the National Stadium East.
What a close finish.
Yes.
Jamaica
And
College
was
and
out of that
Calabar.
event, but he came back today.
42.1
Later on this
at 6
afternoon, he was able
seconds.
to do what he did. a short while
JC
ago.
Calabar 42.1.
Yes, Andrew. I mean, again, the hurdles being a technical event, no hurdler that earns his salt has never carried the event without either crashing or, you know, getting something technically incorrect. But as you say, a technical event which can be fixed comes down to focus and confidence. But good to see Hector Benjamin coming in, and he did wonderful work on anchor, you know, securing the baton 10-15 meters out and was able to cover ground, kept his composure and pulled off a victory. Even narrow as it was still a victory for the team.
Yes, especially under the circumstances. Of course, Calabar would have some adjustments, would certainly make some adjustments to their aggregation as well. Because I'm sure, I don't think I saw Mark Manley out there for Calabar, but
thank you
he
for
should be somebody
attending
they
the
would want
JAAA's
to, they would
qualification
certainly be
trial
bringing in
series.
a bit later
Please
on.
note the various signs
season.
posted throughout the venue, reminding you to always observe social distance of 6 feet, to wear your mask, and to practice good hand hygiene. These requirements are all for your health and safety. Thank you for your cooperation.
Next on track is the Class 3 boys, 4x100 meters. Running out of lane 3, Jamaica College. Lane 4, Calabar. And lane 7, Clarendon College.
Getting that so now?
Before we have the start of this Class 3 4x100 meters event, reminding all athletes that once you've completed your leg, you exit the gate by the finish line. Reminding you as well that before you exit the competition, kindly use the sanitization established for your use. We also remind you that there ought to be no contact celebration at the end of your race. We appreciate your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, the results for the Class 1 boys triple jump. Fifth place, with 13.46 meters, Malik Drummond Wilmers. In fourth position, with a distance of 13.55 meters, is Tyreek Wheatley, Kingston College. And now for the top three. With a distance of 14.46 meters, Tajay Francis, Kingston College. Second is Jaheim Cox, Kingston College, 15.24 meters. And winning the Class 1 boys triple jump competition is Luke Brown of Calabar, his distance 16.01 meters. Those were the results for the Class 1 boys triple jump. Next on track, the 4x100 meters for Class 3 boys. Box 1, box 2. And all boxes clear. Mr. Starter, over to you.
Okay, another event on the track. The boys class 3, 4x100 meters. Lane 3, it's Jamaica College. In lane 4, it's Calabar. And in lane number 7, it's Clarendon College. Hot and sultry conditions here at Jamaica College. There's the young athletes on the starters' orders. And they're off and running. Jamaica College with a good start, closing in some ground, making up some grounds there at Calabar. Clarendon College on the outside there, so it's JC changing over first. On the back stretch they go now.
Clarendon College on the outside doing well. Look at Jamaica College on the inside.
But
Traveling
it's
two
Jamaica
is Calabar, just
really
3 teams
making
competing.
mincemeat of the opposition
An
at the
ultimate exchange
moment.
about to be made there.
Oh,
Jamaica
but a
College.
terrible baton change now by JC again, and Calabar has gone about their business.
Calabar now
JC now has lots
having a
of work
slight
to do, but
advantage,
it's
but look at
Calabar.
Jamaica College on the inside as they come
Jamaica
to make their
College
final
trying to get back.
changeover.
Good
Calabar,
change this
Jamaica
time, but
College,
still
Clarendon
Calabar.
College left behind somewhat.
Lots of work to do,
Calabar.
but Calabar all
On the
alone
outside,
here.
look at Jamaica College trying to make
trying
ground
hard
now
to
with
come back in
Calabar.
the
Calabar
just
not
that
letting
again, but
up.
Calabar not giving up this time, but
Calabar,
Jamaica
Jamaica
College
College
just fighting
down
back,
to
they come to the
1
line together.
again.
That one is even closer than the
A
class
tight finish
2.
there again.
Well,
For this class 3 boys,
45.25 the flash
4x100
time.
meters.
What will
JC
you believe this
Calabar.
one? But I think Calabar
Clarendon
may
College.
have won by
Just
the
3
narrowest
teams.
of margins. Could
What
be
a finish again
Barton
between Jamaica College
just by
and
a fair of the
Calabar.
nostril.
Reminding the teams that all members must exit
But
using
some
the
very
gates by the
poor
finish
baton
line.
changing, and Jamaica College having a
All
lot of work to
athletes
do with
must
that
exit
if
using
they're
the
really
gate by
going
the
to make an
finish
impact
line.
in these
You
relays.
must also utilize the sanitization station.
45-21. The flash
That
time.
is also
The first
located by the
exchange was
finish line
ordinary,
before you exit.
and the second change
thank
was
you for
worse.
your
So it's
cooperation.
44-91. Calabar gets
Who would
the
have
nod.
gotten the win for this? Class 3 boys, 4x100
Calabar.
meters. Calabar
44-92 for
Just
Jamaica College. That tells you how close
ahead
it
of
was.
Jamaica College.
But that
44.91
Mark and
seconds for
second
Calabar.
exchange was really horrible.
44.92 seconds for Jamaica College. What a finish.
Yes, Andrew.
Clarendon College.
The first exchange for Jamaica College was
4x100
very
meters
poor
for Class
as
3
the
boys.
outgoing runner had to literally look
Action
behind.
on the track here at
But
Jamaica College.
work to be done. Work is burning in the fields, as you know.
Action back.
The second exchange was a little better than the first, but again, work is still left on the field to be done.
Yes, indeed.
Again, I would like to commend the anchorman for remaining focused and kept to the task. Keep clawing away at the margin, keep clawing, but just ran out of acreage.
Yes, of course, all the other schools will be looking on, making their assessments to see what they can do based on what they've seen from the Jamaica College team and the Calabar teams. And so the relays, class 1, 2, and 3 boys have been complete. And just to tell you, the triple jump Class 1 boys was won by Calabar's Luke Brown, 16.01 meters. Cox of KC was second, 15.24 meters. And Francis, also of KC, was in third spot with 14.46. Of course, Apollos Edwards, Jamaica College, has been looking in imperious form so far in both the horizontal jumps, triple and the long jump. Has a 7.72 in the long jump. And what does he have in the triple jump, Arthur? Yes. Yes. Okay, so the sprint medley is also on the cards this afternoon, and later on they'll have the 200s all classes. So basically that would be the schedule here at Jamaica College. Coverage, of course, is made possible by the kind sponsorship. Mark, can you tell us?
So next on track, we should have the 1600-meter sprint medley open for boys. Listed contenders, Calabar High and Jamaica College. After that, we'll head into the 200 meters. We're also anticipating the start of the long jump competition for Class 3 boys.
Yes, coming to you from Jamaica College, 189 Old Hope Road.
So
And
those events
we'd
on
like
the
to
way.
thank our sponsors for today's live streaming. Sponsors VIP Attractions Montego Bay, which provides dining and VIP services from departure to the terminal at the Sir Donald Sangsters International Airport. Also, Aviation College of the Americas, one of our sponsors too. We'd like to thank them tremendously for giving us this opportunity to bring you this stream live today from Jamaica College, 189 Old Hope Road, venue number 5.
So as we prepare for the start of our next event on track, reminding our athletes that you must be donned in your mask.
All right, thank you very much,
Till
Mark.
it's beginning time to compete. We also remind you that the
Paying
hand
homage to
sanitization
our
stations
kind
are set
sponsors
for your use before
who has made this
competition
broadcast
and also
possible.
before exiting the competition
The
area.
next
Please
event on the
ensure that you
track
make use
will
of
be
these hand
the
sanitization
sprint medley.
areas.
Only 2 schools,
No
Calabar
congregation
and
is
Jamaica
allowed.
College.
So once you've concluded your event, kindly make your way
Calabar, a very rich
to your
history
respective team areas.
in this event over the
No
years.
contact celebration is allowed as we seek to ensure that we are adhering to
And
the
the announcer
COVID-19
reminding
protocols
the athletes,
outlined
no
by the
contact
Ministry of Health and
celebration.
Wellness, as well as the Ministry
It's
of
always very
Sport. Thank
difficult
so much
after
for your
you
cooperation.
really make a fantastic run.
As we
You're
prepare
prohibited in
for
going across to your
the
teammates to
1600
exchange high
meters
fives
sprint
and
medley on track
all the pleasantries
and the
that would
Class
come with
3
a victory.
boys long jump competition.
But it is what it is.
on the field.
And what is it? COVID-19. And the protocols must be adhered to. There are officials here from the Institute of Sports who have been earmarked to observe all the happenings that are taking place, to see that officials, athletes, coaches, and even the media are adhering to the protocols that have been set out. you know, the schools are preparing for upcoming championships that has had to be pushed back due to the late start in the track and field season, and that should be the first week in May as a proposed date. And so all the schools are trying to get in as much work as possible within the short space of time and the adjusted space that has been allocated. And they're at this venue. As we said, they're at other venues across the island. UWI doing the field events, other field events like the throws and so on. The National Stadium will have the 400 meters and the 400 hurdles.
In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, the Class 2 boys will be contending in the triple jump competition about to take place.
And
competitors
Stadium
presenting
East
Jadon Hibbert, Kingston College.
will have some
Anthony
activity
Willis,
going
Kingston
on.
College. Nathan Williams, Wilmer's
In the
boys.
sprints they have
Daniel
for
Nelson,
boys this
Wilmer's
morning.
boys.
And
Jabbar
this
Thomas,
afternoon,
Calabar.
the girls will be
And Nathan
taking the
Wade,
track.
also of Calabar.
The seniors will also be
These
in
are the
action as well as the
competitors for
National
the
Stadium.
Class 2 boys
So,
triple jump competition.
In the corporate area, there's something for the corporate area schools, and of course, in the rural areas, they will have St. Elizabeth Technical,
Please
Western
note the
Side,
various
Cornwall,
signs
Herbert
for-
Marson.
Thank you
They will
for
also
attending
be
the
in
JAAA Qualification Trial
So
Series.
there is something.
Please note the various signs posted throughout the venue,
And,
reminding you to
Monroe will
always
have some action
observe
too?
social distance
Are you
of
saying
6
Monroe has
feet,
some action too,
to
man?
wear your mask,
Yes, they
and
do.
to practice good
We just
hand
have to wait
hygiene.
until they bring them all in
These
one place.
requirements are all
Yes,
for your
and that
health
is a
and
challenge.
safety.
To see
Thank
how
you
well
for
they'll
your
be able to
cooperation and voluntary
incorporate
compliance.
everyone.
It is greatly appreciated.
But for now, they've been
we
able
wish
to
you a
separate
successful
the
competition.
schools so that they can cut down the numbers and the clusters.
This is a reminder
will
that
have
you
taken
must
place.
wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow sleeved band. We wish you a safe and successful competition.
Of course, you hear in the background the PA system playing the recording of all the things that are required of athletes and officials and everyone that's here, and rightly so. These are perilous times, and one has to be very mindful of all the safety protocols that have been out and about. This one is one of the meets you're watching here at Jamaica College. It's live, and what you're looking at now is the triple jump for Class 2 boys. So on the track, I think they're getting a foul on that attempt from Kingston College. You notice when that flag was up, it was hardly even blowing, because it tells you how the conditions here are very hot, very little wind. The other athletes getting ready for the next event. Alright, so just getting an update from the coach, Neil Harrison, on Christopher Scott's condition. And Mark, you were quite right. Nothing to worry about where Scott is concerned. It was his first run, and he just a bit shy in terms of the explosiveness that he would have been required to employ in that event, and he just didn't want to take any chances, so he just backed off.
Rightly so, Andrew, as I observed earlier.
13.6
Ian,
meters there.
as I observed earlier, being in the coaching sector for quite some time and circle, you can know and read body language. And Christopher, as experienced as he is, felt the discomfort but did not panic or overstride, just simply taper down, deliver the baton.
Yes, he certainly did that, and the coaching staff, looking at Neil Harrison a short while ago, he didn't look too perturbed or concerned as I was, but he would be closer to the situation than myself, so We'll take his word for it at this stage. So, all the Chris Scott fans,
That's a no jump.
don't worry,
For Nathan
he'll
of
be all right.
Wilma's Boys.
All right, so
Daniel Nelson of Wilma's Boys is up next for his first attempt.
So the only two schools will be considered for the next event, which is the on the track, that is, the medley relay. That's taking some time to come out, these athletes. So clouds coming overhead, forming. We had some sprinklings of showers earlier on this afternoon. Thought that would have cooled things down. Not so at all. I want to say welcome to all loyal viewers all over the diaspora who are tuned in to this track meet at Jamaica College. Always good to have your company on Abnormal House.
13.10 meters, 13.10 meters for Daniel Nelson of Wilma's Boys.
The only activity going
Jabbar
on
Thomas
now
of Calabar is about to make his first attempt.
is the triple jump for Class 2 boys. Relatively one of the newer events of the years. Just had this Class 2 event a couple of years now. In the past, the triple jump would have been an open event, but what with the talent that has been emerging throughout the years, the organizing body decided to include a triple jump event for Class 2 boys. Calabar, oh, that's also a foul. A number of these athletes will
The
be
foul
having their
there
first.
registered for Jabbar Thomas of Calabar.
Jabbar Thomas. A number of
Next
these
to make his
athletes
first attempt is Nathan Wade,
probably
also
doing
of
the event for
Calabar.
the first time this season in a competitive environment. And still, as you hear some of these athletes say, they're just getting rid of the cobweb or the rust. And the first round, you'll tend to see things like this happening from the Calabar athletes. That one is good. We'll reach the pit too.
The legal jump there
Has a lot to
registered
smile
for
about.
Nathan Wade of Calabar.
Nathan Wade is his name, of Calabar. He has a lot to smile about because he got to the pit and he got a legal jump. Let's see what's the distance. Nathan Wade, Calabar. .1396 for Nathan Wade.
13.96 meters, 13.96 meters, which makes Nathan Wade of Calabar the leader so far. The gentlemen will now make their second attempt in this, the Class 2 boys triple jump competition.
So Nathan Wade of Calabar, 13.96 meters, leading after the first round of the Class 2 boys triple jump here at Jamaica College. Getting some instructions from their coaching staff as to how to improve when the next round starts. Kingston College. That's a good jump. Got some height. The third phase of the execution.
In the meantime, our next event on track will be the 1600 meters sprint medley open. Just two teams contesting, Calabar High and Jamaica College.
Medley relay. Well, it's called the Swedish or sprint medley. Well, the Swedish had a different format some years ago, but they have had many different formats for this event over the years. But it would be fair to say that the sprint medley as we know it has been the main format for the past few decades. Always generating lots of excitement at championships, both for boys and girls. A very sour flavor has been left in the minds of, in the mouths of many persons who saw what took place over 40 years ago. And it has haunted many people in terms of the fight that, and literal fight that is, that occurred in the medley relay final in 1981, yes.
So we would have had Nathan Wade of Calabar leading earlier with 13.96. And at the top of the table, Jaden Hibbert of Kingston College, 15.04 meters. Again, this is the Class 2 boys triple jump competition. Anthony Willis of Kingston College would have just made his second jump. registering a distance of 14.02 meters. Up next, Nathan Williams, Wilmer's Boys.
So while the triple jump continues, telling you a story about the medley relay back in 1981, which saw championships aborted and abandoned because of free-for-all brawl that took place as a result of a fight in the event. And champs was aborted and abandoned. That's the kind of energy and fervor that that race tends to generate, because it's coming down to the crunch time where you'll decide who will win champs, especially if it is a close championships. And the relay about to go off as youngster from Woolman's having some difficulties sorting out his run up there. And another
The foul for
foul
Nathan
has
Williams
been
of Wilmer's
registered
Boys on
for
his
Nathan
second
Williams.
attempt. Up next, Dana Nelson, Wilmer's Boys.
So athletes have not yet taken the track for the medley, but they're coming out now into the pair.
Once again, our next event on track, the 1600 meter sprint
Jamaica
medley of
College
People
and
Boys,
Calabar.
Calabar High.
So they
Jamaica
run a
College, the only
400
two
meter
teams contending
leg.
this event.
The class
Reminding
one,
our athletes that once you've
the
completed the
two-
race,
200
you
meter
exit
legs
using the
that
gate
follow.
by the finish
They run
line.
by class 2
Before you
athletes.
do so, please ensure that you make
And
use
the
of the hand
final leg,
sanitization
which is
stations
an 800
established
meters,
for you.
will be run by a class 1 athlete. So it's the medley relay for
We
classes
thank you so much for your
1 and 2
cooperation.
boys. That's how it's done. Both schools will be trying to get a good qualifying time. In recent years, they have included the medley relay at Gibson relays. They're not doing it this time. I'm not sure if they're doing it this time. There's some talk that the 4x8 has not been included in the lineup for this year. Again, because of the concerns of the mass gathering that you have in the 800 meters leg. I don't know if that will hold, but as
For
it
the
is,
sprint medley,
sprint medley is what we're talking about now.
Calabar High School will start their race in lane 3. Jamaica College out of lane 5. Just 2 teams contesting the sprint medley.
The 2 teams in the sprint medley. 400 meters, 2 200 meter legs by the class 2 athletes, and the second class 1 athlete will run the 800 meter leg. Triple jump still taking place. Yes, if they could get to 340, decent enough time. Lots of running, but we'll see. Calabar athlete is completing. Wade of second attempt. Always smiling. Been relegated to second. Kingston College. So getting ready to 13.71 for Calabar. Still not as as far as the athlete from Kingston College posted. Still taking some time to
The class
sort
2
things
boys
out.
triple jump competition is still taking place.
Officials ensuring that athletes are well schooled as to where they need to stay. Calabar in lane 3, Jamaica College in lane 5.
That would have been Jaden Hibbert of Kingston College. In his second attempt,
Sun coming out now in all its glory.
risen to the top tables with 15.04 meters.
Think about it.
We await the
breeze.
distance for this, his third attempt.
Now companies
14.66 meters, 14.66 meters for Jaden Hibbert of Kingston College. Still the leader though with 15.04 meters on his second attempt. This is the Class 2 boys triple jump competition.
So the medley, one race you would imagine, will take place here. And after that, we'll have the 200 meters for all classes, and the meet will be completed. It is expected that
one.
maybe about another hour or so. In another hour or so, the meet here will be completed.
Ready for the 1600 meters medley? Calabar High,
So it's Calabar versus
Jamaica
JC.
College.
Medley relay for classes 1 and 2. The 400 meter leg, followed by two 200s and the 800 leg. And
Same
off
thing
and
about their
going.
business there, Calabar and Jamaica College.
So JC,
This 1600 meters sprint medley open for
400
boys.
leg. You're on the outside and
This is the 400
really
meters
moving on the back
section.
step now. Is
They'll
Williams
then
from
hand
JC.
over for us 200 meters.
So he'll try to give them a lead.
And at the moment,
Long one
Jamaica
at that.
College having the advantage ahead of Calabar.
The gentleman you're seeing there for
Just about
JC
150 meters
is
remaining.
actually one of those coming from overseas.
Jamaica College still
Actually from Guyana.
ahead of Calabar as they come into the straightaway
Williams.
now for that first exchange. JC,
So Mark
Calabar.
is correcting me to say he's our CARICOM brother. Nothing wrong with that. But
Bit of a
here
gap
is
there,
Jamaica
opening up.
College. Williams running a very powerful leg. And JC having a side
First
lead
exchange
now.
made,
So
Jamaica
first
College
exchange,
ahead.
JC well ahead.
Calabar.
Have some work to do
That's
here.
the first 200 meters leg, Jamaica College.
100 meters leg, Jamaica College.
Pretty substantial
Joining
advantage at the moment. Calabar has some
sizable
ground to
lead
make
now.
up. On back straightaway they are now. Jamaica
This
College
stage, it's nowhere close.
likely hand over first. The second 200 meters leg. Says Jamaica College.
A warning, but it-
Calabar, just two
Button
teams
change.
contending this 1600 meters.
And Jamaica College a sizable chunk of a lead here.
Almost a 50-meter gap between Jamaica College and Calabar at the moment. Calabar
Looking to
certainly
be
making
very convincing at
their
the
attempt
moment.
to reduce that gap. Jamaica College in the straightaway.
Get going on the straightaway now.
So JC Calabar,
And the 800
JC
meter
making
leg
that
now.
and an
Marion
800 meter
Davis,
exchange.
his
Calabar
first year in
trying
class
to make
1.
ground.
Move away. And Davis, of course,
Jamaica College
winning the event.
almost 60 meters between
100 meter
them.
event in class 3.
JC and Calabar, the only
Secondly,
two
800
teams
meters in class
contending
two,
the
and
1600 meter sprint medley.
Did not get a chance to show what he had in class 2 last year. So he's up in his first year.
They
in class
contest.
1.
The class 2 boys triple jump competition is being wrapped up.
And Ian, as you know, the medley relays over the years, regardless of how well you
Daniel
start, it
Nelson
comes
of
down to the
Women's Boys
quality
about to
of
make
your
his third attempt.
anchor man, the half miler.
Back to the track, Jamaica College.
Grit and glory.
That is
To the
alright.
straightaway.
We've
The
seen
bell
many
up approaching Calabar.
800 meter runners getting a long lead and they
Some distance behind.
struggle badly with the last leg and they lose. But Marion Davis at no point seems
That's
to
the
be
final
struggling
lap there.
in this event.
On
Just
the
a
way,
matter of what time
Jamaica
it
College
goes.
and Calabar.
So backstretch just about
12.43 meters.
150 meters left to
12.43
go.
meters for Darnell
all
Nelson of
Jamaica
Women's
College
Boys. On his third attempt here for the Class 2 boys triple jump competition. Just about 200 meters remaining in this 1600 meters medley. Nothing much has changed. Jamaica College still substantially up front. Calabar still hanging on to finish. Almost 100
So
meters
just 100 meters to go
between
now.
them. Jamaica
And
College
it's
now to
all
the
Jamaica
straightaway.
College, Mark.
A cheering
being
squad
cheered
there
on
for
by
Jamaica
the
College. We're
team.
reminding all
But they
spectators
have to
though,
be
no
careful.
gathering.
No gathering, yes.
The 6 feet.
As Marion
6
Davis
feet physical distancing must be
powers
adhered
away
to,
to
and
the
we
line.
appreciate your
and look at
cooperation.
the
But Jamaica
time,
College there,
3:28,
coming through the finish
25 is
line,
a decent time, Mark
ahead
Barton.
of Calabar.
A wonderful time to be even running solo so early in the qualification
3 minutes,
series. But
50 seconds
again,
from Jamaica College. Calabar just
an
crossed the
anchorman
finish line.
that knows how to manage at 800 meters just simply did what he needs to be done, step by step, stage by stage, gradually increasing and finishing with the power and
3 minutes,
determination
42.00
needed for this
seconds for
relay.
Calabar. That concludes the
Calabar,
1600
not a bad
meters
time,
sprint
3
medley
minutes
open for
42,
boys.
0-0. In the
The
scheme
next
of
event
things,
on track will be
way
the
behind
200
Jamaica
meters for
College.
class 1
3 minutes
boys.
28.
We remind all athletes that you
Very, very
exit
good time
the
for
track
JC
using
on
the
this
gate by the
stage.
finish line. And before you
there
do
you have
so,
it.
kindly ensure that you make use of the hand sanitization station by the gate.
Second track event has been
Also
completed.
reminding athletes and affiliates to these schools, please ensure that there
Now the
is no
100.
gathering at all in any
Well, in
area
fact,
on the
the 200
compound. We
meters
also remind you
are up next.
that once you've concluded your competition, kindly make your way
200 meters are
to your
up next.
respective team areas.
And that will take some time to get going. So just to tell you again, Bart, you could remind us of our proud and kind sponsors.
What am I going to do? I'm so sorry.
Qualification Trial Series. Please note the various signs. Thank you for attending the J3A's Qualification Trial Series. Please note the various signs posted throughout the venue, reminding you to always observe social distance of 6 feet, to wear your mask, and these requirements are all for your health and safety. Thank you for your cooperation and voluntary compliance. It is greatly appreciated. We wish you a successful competition.
Good evening
This
again.
is a reminder that you must wear your
Coming
mask
to you
at all times while attending
from
the
the
competition.
Normal House Productions,
Warming up for your
streaming live from Jamaica College, 189 Old Hope Road,
runway or throwing circle.
Ashenine Stadium,
Have any questions?
known as venue number 5 in the J3A's qualifying trial series, week number 3. We'd like to thank our sponsors, our many sponsors, for making this live streaming so possible and giving us the opportunity to bring it to you in high quality. Our sponsors are the Jamaica College Old Boys New York chapter, whose president, Mr. Carl Bennett. Just want to say hi to you, Carl, and thank you again for your association with our live stream. Celebrating 30 years of association of our Jamaica College Old Boys New York chapter. 30 years, a commendable achievement, and thank you, Mr. President, Carl Bennett. Our other sponsors are VIP Attractions, Montego Bay, providing VIP service from departure to the terminal at the Sir Donald Sangsters International Airport. Our next sponsor, we would like to thank Aviation College of Americas. This is our local pilot school who trains the local pilots with the basics of flight so that they can acquire and log their flight mileage time so they can get their commercial license. Also, we'd like to thank Campbell's Defensive Driving. Think responsible, drive defensively. Again, Campbell's Defensive Drive. Think responsibly, drive defensively. Those words resonate. Thanks, Campbell. DV Myers Limited. We just want to hear from Abnormal House live stream. Like to big you up for your continuous sponsorship in allowing us to bring live streaming from Jamaica College continuously for over 5 years. That's DV Myers Limited. Also, Drive Nation, Drivers Club. They can be found on www.defensivedrivingja.com. Please do check them out. That's www.defensivedrivingja.com. Again, another one of our trusted and valid sponsors, Jamaica Civil Service Association. That's right, the Jamaica Civil Service Association. So please do check them out on all social media platforms and don't be shy. Become a member. That's it, the Jamaica Civil Service Association. This is Mark just checking out until the start of the 200 meters, our next track event. But still in the field, we have the Class 2 boys triple jump.
Social distance, to wear your mask, and to practice good hand hygiene. These requirements are all for your health and safety. Thank you for your cooperation and volunteer. It is greatly appreciated. Wish you a successful competition. This is a reminder that you must wear a mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition. Attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready.
So, ladies and gentlemen, next on track will be the 200 meters for Class 1 boys. This event will have 4 sections and we'll give you the lane assignments in short order. Still underway at the moment, the long jump for Class 3 boys. And then we'll have the Class 1 gentleman also contesting that discipline.
Just come on, I understand. I understand. If I don't for them, I'm going to put the whole of something right there, so. No, man, we all right now. We have a camera too, you know. So that's what I'm not afraid. No, man, we go. Can have a camera too, that's why. But for them, I'm going to put the sponsor all the way right there, so I'm going to say, then, you put the flag in right there, so we see the oh, that's good. I say, okay.
Of the 200 meters for Class 1 boys. We're also going to be getting the action started for the long jump for Class 3 boys. Present. Siobhan Price, Calabar. Shamir Kelly, Kingston College. Dean Clayton, Calabar. Gerard Laird, Calabar. Kahim Carby, Kingston College. Kamani Gordon, Calabar. Daniel Clark, Kingston College. Sean Onfroy, Kingston College. Kyle Clark, Wilmers Boys. And Alex Graham, Spot Valley High. Those are the competitors for the long jump for Class 3 boys.
Here you'll discover an oasis. Travel the way it should be experienced. Flying into or departing from Kingston? No problem. Club Kingston is there to also provide a stress-free arrival and departure experience. Whatever your reason for flying, we look forward to welcoming you to relax, connect, discover at Club Mobay.
You say something to me, Butcher? You say something to me?
So the long jump competition here underway. 6.17 meters registered for Jared Laird of Calabar on his first attempt. Before him was Shamir Kelly of Kingston College, registering 6.27 and 4.57 for Siobhan Price of Calabar. Up next for his first attempt is Hakeem Carby of Kingston College. Meters for Hakeem Carby of Kingston College. Up next for his first attempt is Kimani Gordon of Calabar High. Kimani Gordon of Calabar. An illegal jump there for Kimani Gordon of Calabar on his first attempt in this Class 3 boys long jump competition. .52 meters, 5.52 meters for Kimani Gordon of Calabar. And a foul there for Daniel Clark of Kingston College on his first attempt. Up next is Rashawn Onfroy of Kingston College. Kyle Clark from Wilma is about to make his first attempt. 4.86 meters, 4.86 meters for Kyle Clark of Wilma's boys. Up next is Alex Graham of Spot Valley. 4.74 meters, 4.74 meters for Alex Graham of Spot Valley. So as the first attempt in this Class 3 boys long jump competition wraps up, leading so far is Shamar Kelly of Kingston College. Remaining to make their first attempt is Smythe of Mushat High. We're going to head to the track shortly with the Class 1 boys 200 meters, 4 sections to that event. In section 1, running out of lane 2, Zion Bennett, Hydel. Lane 3, Jordan Turner, Calabar. Lane 4, Nathan Marks, Wilmers. Lane 5, Kieran Palmer, Mushat High. Lane 6, Alex Xavier Monfries, Excelsior. Lane 7, Kimani Thomas, St. Jago. And lane 8, Lamarly Wilson, Spot Valley. The lane draws for section 1 of the Class 1 boys 200 meters. Running out of lane 2, Zion Bennett, Hydel. Lane 3, Jordan Turner, Calabar. Lane 4, Nathan Marks, Wilmers. Lane 5, Kieran Palmer, Mushet. Lane 6, Alex Xavier Monfries, Excelsior. Lane 7, Kimani Thomas, St. Jago. And lane 8, Lamarly Wilson, Spot Valley. Send cleanly away there about their business. That's section 1 of the Class 1 boys 200 meters. That looks to be Palmer, Mushat High. All right, Excelsior, Monfries on the inside. Look at him just ahead of the field. So Excelsior, Alex Xavier Monfries running out of lane 6. We'll take this section up just ahead of Wilson of Spot Valley. Flash time 22.15 seconds, 21.84 seconds rounded to. Positive 0.2 meters per second, positive 0.2 meters per second the wind speed. 21.84 seconds for Monfries of Excelsior. Second goes to Lamarly Wilson of Spot Valley.
21.84. Time given there for Monfries.
22.69 seconds. Third goes to Kimani Thomas of 23.67 seconds.
So heat 2 coming up.
Section 2 is on track next. Running out of lane is Jordan Morgan of Lacovia. Lane 4, Roshane Forbes, Mushat High. Lane 5, Richard Nelson, Clarendon. Lane 6, Tiki Butler, St. Jago. Lane 7, Ian Miller, Herbert Morrison. And lane 8, Rajay Morris, Clarendon College. Lane assignments once again for section 2. Jordan Morgan, Lacovia High. Lane 2. Lane 4, Roshane Forbes, Mushat. Lane 5, Richard Nelson, Clarendon. Lane 6, Tiki Butler, St. Jago. Lane 7, Ian Miller, Herbert Morrison. And lane 8, Rajay Morris, Clarendon College.
So they're off and running.
Send cleanly away there, section 2
Look
of
for
4.
Rajay
We're
Morris
halfway
of Clarendon
there.
College. Out in lane 8.
To the straightaway they come at the moment.
It looks to be Zidane Brown of Jamaica College giving a challenge there.
Jamaica College.
Yes, it's Zidane Brown stepping away.
Traveling pretty
and
well.
He's really powering away.
That's
And will this
competitor
one
8-3.
easily.
That's
21.61.
Zidane Brown of Jamaica College.
So Zidane Brown of JC winning that one mark. Looking good. Got a good start. Worked the corner well. And high stepped his way to victory here in 21.61.
Positive 1.6 meters per second, the wind speed.
Speed endurance and his fight with the angles. Been holding off a very good field and winning in a comfortable time.
Yes. Young man from Excelsior finishing second and following his teammate Monfils in the previous event. The previous heat, Excelsior looking to pack some numbers in Class 1. Rain coming down now. There's 2 more heats to go in Class 1. So the officials will try to get their event going so they can at least finish this thing before
Before the downpour.
the real downpour. So heat 3 coming up with the lane assignment for this one. Of course, Jamaica, a rich history.
Ladies and gentlemen, just an adjustment here. Only 3 sections for this 200 meters for Class 1 boys.
In the background there.
The adjustment,
the
section 2 as listed will not have been contested. So section 3 would have gone as section 2. And on track next, we'll have section 4, which will run as section 3.
Okay, so not enough entries.
So for section 4,
not 4 sections.
running out of lane 2, Mark Daly, Herbert Morrison. Lane 4, Corey Otti, Calabar. Lane 6, Raheem Christian, Clarendon College. And lane 7, Royal Campbell, Excelsior.
So this is going to be the final heat for the boys Class 1 200 meters. Drizzle coming steadily now. So take cover now. As the clouds burst and the rain comes pouring.
Some showers here dampening, but not dampening at all the activities here at Jamaica College. So let me go with the lane assignments once again for section 4.
Section 4, Mark Daly.
Daly out of lane 2, Herbert
Lane
Morrison.
2.
Lane 4 has Otti of Calabar. Present now is Roach of Lacovia, running out of lane 5. Lane 6, Christian, Clarendon College. And lane 7, Campbell, Excelsior. A reminder, only 3 sections to this event. Section 4, as listed on your heat sheet, will run as section 3.
Alright, so rain comes steadily now at Jamaica College. Mark Daly of Herbert Morrison on the inside. Just ahead of him, Conroy Otti, Calabar. Roach of Lacovia is in lane 5. Raheem Christian of Clarendon College and Royal Campbell of Excelsior. They're off and running. Campbell, Christian of Clarendon College looking good. He's working the corner. I'll say straight away now. It is Christian of Clarendon College. Otti of Calabar trying to take aim, but he's off the pace at the moment. Royal Campbell is trying to give a chase, but Christian will win this one easily. Herbert Morrison's Daly finished fast in the inside lane to take second. And it looked up in Otti of Calabar who held on to third. So 21:51 the flash time there for Christian. Raheem Christian of Clarendon College. And second looked to have gone to Royal Campbell of Excelsior. You'll see, Mark Daly in fact of Herbert Morrison and Campbell. And it was between Campbell and Otti.
Positive 3.1 meters per second
Mark,
wind speed.
your thoughts?
Positive 3.1 meters per second.
Well, a wonderful race executed by the winner there, Christian.
21.63 seconds for second.
Time of 21.51, which is the best mark of the day. Again,
The second.
in the conditions of the rain, it was good that the athletes could be able to respond
Third going to
and
Calabar.
give us the quality run that this meet so justly provides.
21.79 seconds.
Your thoughts of the time, Mark? Obviously, early season, 21:51.
21.73. Yes, the times are good. I mean, stacked up to the fourth place, 21.95. Now, this was the most competitive of all the races so far.
And the good thing about it, you're seeing a number of the non-traditional schools in sprinting, because
Indeed so.
represented here, and Excelsior coming back to capture some days of old.
Yes, that's so true. And again, it's good to see Herbert Morrison, Spot Valley, those schools from the Western End, because sadly there is no venue in the Western End right now
With a synthetic track.
with a synthetic track. That you very
There's
correct.
Captain Hall, but nothing's happening there.
The track is down because it's being renovated, and that renovation is still incomplete.
That's a long time to be renovating that track, don't you think?
I think so, but maybe it's just the type of color that they need to have down there.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. Alright, next event on the track now. We'll have a lane assignment to this one. Athletes have already been given instructions to get into the set position. Let's see Clarendon here, but they're asked to stand up.
Stand up, yes.
See Herbert Morrison again represented. So this would be the first class 2-1 based on what we've been told. In terms of the class 1 heat, so this would have been the first class 2, but we're not getting really an assignment of that one. Rain pouring steadily now here at Jamaica College. As all the officials
Next on track is the class
trying to take cover.
2 boys at 200 meters, 4 sections to this competition.
Let's hear the names.
In section 1, running out of lane 2, Chance Segree, Herbert Morrison. Lane 3, Damore Miller, Excelsior. Lane 4, Javon Samuel, St. Jago. Lane 6, Khalil Donaldson, Wilmer's Boys. Lane 7, Sheridan McKnight, Clarendon College. And lane 8, Adante Morgan, Lacovia. Same near way there. The moment on the inside, and Miller of Excelsior traveling pretty
Samuel
well.
St. Jago looks good.
And an advantage
Also
coming into the
Miller of
straightaway.
Excelsior
Miller of
the straightaway.
Excelsior.
Morgan
Doing well to his
Lacovia is
McKnight of
also up
Clarendon
there,
College, but
it
on
looks
the
to be
inside,
Miller of Excelsior.
the more Miller of
And it's
Excelsior
giving
traveling well,
everyone
trying to make ground is
a
McKnight
clean
of
pair of
Clarendon
heels
College,
here
but
as he runs
Excelsior in
into the
form of
rain.
Miller.
So
The more Miller.
Excelsior, Miller,
Flash time
22.61.
Grounded to
22.35.
seconds for the more
And
Miller
McKnight
of Excelsior.
of Clarendon College
Positive
is
3.8
in second.
meters per second, the wind
Samuel's in
speed.
third.
Positive
Running in the rain,
3.8
Barton.
meters per second. For the winning
What does
time,
this do for athletes
22.35
in
seconds
terms
for
of
Miller.
their rhythm and their comfort level when
Excelsior.
they have to run in the rain?
Well, track and field, as you know, Ian, is an event that, well, it's a sport that athletes will have to perform in all conditions. And all conditions means the rain, the sun, the wind. The only time these athletes will be asked to leave or vacate the area of competition is in the event of an act of God. And you know, an act of God means like lightning, thunderstorm kind of rain conditions, or wind that will allow a disadvantage for the athletes to compete.
Yes, well, here at our commentary point here could be at a bit of a disadvantage too, because it's certainly pouring now. But as the saying goes, the show will go on, and we'll continue to keep you informed as best as possible on the happenings here at the Ashheim Sports Complex, the Ashheim Stadium, which is officially opened
Playing
a couple of
assignments
years
once
ago.
more. Mari Calabar, lane 2, lane 3, Mohan Wilmer's Boys. Lane 5, Walford, St. Jago. Lane 6, Hill Herbert Morrison. And lane 8, Orr, Pass Martin.
Let's see to the class 2 boys. Track. Here the conditions now are they up and running. Jago, Calabar, and Herbert Morrison. Really difficult at this point, but Herbert Marcy has a sizable chunk of a lead. Has a blanket situation for the
So
other
they're
spot.
actually on the way. Calabar out front at the moment.
And Calabar
On the inside, that's
is that one
Mario
going away.
Calabar.
Area of Calabar. Needless to say, the
That one.
clock has malfunctioned because of the
Temporarily, only for now. Only for now.
because of the torrential rain that's coming down now here at Jamaica College. So we don't have a flash time there, but Calabar high stepping, Mario Calabar high stepping away, doing the second class heat comfortably between those two companies.
Yes, Ian, as the athlete from Calabar took control of this race coming off the curve and just simply kept on the pressure, pulled through and showed some speed endurance.
Yes, the 200 meters, a rich history for Jamaica, not Jamaica College, but for
And
Jamaica.
Jamaica College.
But if you want to call it that, yes, you could say Jamaica College as well. But anyway, going at the international level, of course, it started with Donald Quarry in the gold medal in the Olympics for us. Yes, and of course, John Usain simply a boat that has done greater things thereafter. And at the female level, we've had the runs from the ground, very massive before her, massive trailblazer. We've had Shelley and Critical Price.
Next on track is the final section of this Class 2 Boys 200 meters.
As well. And over to 13 in Russia. They have the split double. That was the first time to split double. Confident that one Olympic split as they continue with the venerable Alice Felix. Really pouring down now. Really pouring down now here at Jamaica College, but certainly not putting a damper on the performances by any means. The officials are taking a little while to get those athletes out. As you can see them hovering under the tent. Taking a little time to get them going now. We understand the discomfort, but 15-minute championships mark that's been contested in pouring rain. Yes. And this is just part of the package. It comes with the territory. And the territory is just a wet run right now.
Yes, Ian, I remember, memory serves me very well. Almost 20 years ago, the GC Foster 2002 champs, where every day was a rain day.
Can you imagine how long
Yes,
that was?
yes indeed.
One of the few times that champs have been held outside of the National Stadium.
Right.
After it was open. As a matter of fact, we only had two champs that were held outside the
Yes,
National Stadium.
1983 in Sabino.
Of course, 2002 at
GC Foster.
And that was run without spectators. I don't think it's spectators are not allowed to. It is only the team.
Team managers, and you know, yes.
They just said the spectators would just not be able to hold.
And reserves.
Yes. So there was no real spectators at DC Foster that year.
Right.
The nation basically watched champs at home on the television.
And true, and they really enjoyed the
It worked
package.
well.
It did work
It was
well.
fine. So let's see what we can do in 2021.
And Ian, it also helped with the patience because that year the National Stadium was being renovated for the hosting of the World Juniors. And I mean, reward was given for the patience the spectators obliged the champs to go ahead with. And the rest is history.
Rest is history. So will history repeat itself is yet to be seen. We still have a lot of naysayers who are saying that champs will not be held and so forth. And you can understand the concerns.
Yes.
Re-COVID-19.
Anxieties and concerns, yes.
Right, and of course the numbers of persons that have now tested and have unfortunately died from this scourging pandemic. You would appreciate the concern that they would have to lock things down. But
Yes, Ian, and as you correctly said, you know, what these uncertainties brings adaptation. And one of the adaptations of this year was as the track and field was restarted, the competition director, first vice president of the JAAA, Mr. Ian Forbes, sat with the coaches and the managers with the input from the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Ministry of Sport, and they came together with the JAA's qualification series meets. and to allow the broadest opportunities of participation to get qualifying marks, they had to designate venues to be utilized simultaneously so that you don't have a clustering or an overlapping of athletes. As it has been going on this is now the third week, wherein that you have sessions designated for like the girls, and then sterilization of the area, then you have the boys coming in, or vice versa, depending on the venues.
I noticed that Jamaica College has been named
Designated
5.
venue number 5, yes.
Do you know the names of the venues for the other 4 or the other 6 or the other 7 for that matter? Where would be venue number 1? Will you have 0?
Well, there's no venue number 1, but
Okay.
the Stets School Complex,
Yes.
which has been used to host the St. Elizabeth Technical Invitational Track Meet,
Yes.
or with a January meet of high repute. That has been designated as venue number 0 or ground 0.
Ground 0.
Ground 0, because as I said sadly earlier in our discussion, Catherine Hall is down, so the Western End really has no other venue as such. So instead of calling venue 1, it's just ground 0 designation. GC Foster has been allocated venue number 4.
Yes.
As you know, Jamaica College, the Ashenine Stadium, has been given the honor and duty of being venue number 5. And then the National Stadium is venue number 6, only for running events when there are the juniors to compete. Stadium East is utilized, and the juniors will only compete in like the relays, the high, the pole vault, and the senior long jumps, along with the 400 meters and the 400 hurdles.
That's taking place this afternoon, or possibly as we speak.
No, the juniors get the morning sessions.
Yes.
The afternoon sessions are usually for the seniors only.
Yes.
And sometimes you have the, what you call it now, the elite athletes in class 1. Their coaches might just need them to compete in the senior level just to see how sharp they are in terms of their own individual preparation for events. As you know, track and field is not only relegated to boys' champs. There is the World Juniors under 20.
So they held in Kenya in July.
Yes, that's the designated date, and we're all working to ensure that the qualification marks get in on time.
And of course there's also Perth
There's also Perth
been
games.
pushed back now to August in
Right.
Bermuda.
And because there's no pen relays, the athletes now can relax and settle. Those athletes that are of senior, in the scholarship round, some of their coaches would like to see if they're able to make a qualification mark.
Yes.
That would be, up there.
UWI is also venue number 7.
Venue number 7 is the University of the West Indies. Calabar.
Calabar High School. They also have a synthetic track.
Yes, they do.
First high school to install one.
So they are venue number 8.
They're venue number 8. So today we had what at Calabar? Shot put. And if they were it was transferred to the University of
The
the
West Indies for just for today, yes.
Okay. So that's what has been happening too. A lot of flexibility as another event is now, another 200 is now.
In the center way there.
No, they're not
Section
center
3
way.
and 4 with the 200 meters for
Not
class
just a
2.
false start.
There's
or
a break at the
false
start there actually.
So we were asking
Bit of a technical issue. 40 start there with section 3.
lane assignment for
But
this
it's
one.
another one of them momentarily. But instead, please send their lane assignment to Mario Henry Calabar. Deshaun Strong Titchfield, Junior Brown Clarendon College, and Shakan Stedman Mushin.
So they're on their marks, or about to take their marks once more. Henry of Calabar, Strawn of Titchfield, Brown of Clarendon College, and Stedman of Machette. All the way from Montego Bay, Machette? Yes. Wow. A long way from home. But I will tell you, the best of athletes would want to come to Jamaica College to participate on this synthetic track. Sorry, I didn't get that.
The best of the offerings right now.
We say good afternoon to all our friends in the diaspora listening. who attended Jamaica College, Calabar, Kingston College, Wilmers, Celsius, Camperdown, Cornwall College, Pitchfield, Mouchette, Scott Valley, Herbert Morrison, Hoger Road, all those schools. We'll be watching this broadcast at this point. As you can see, rainy conditions. Torrential rain.
So we're going to have section 3 of the class 2 boys 200 meters taking
Section
place.
3 of the class 2 boys 200 meters. We're now on the track.
Well, to be honest, the rain has subsided somewhat. The intensity has lightened. So we're back on the track in the mark. And they're off.
And away they go. Clarendon's Brown is looking the best of the pack at the moment. Henry on the inside taking aim. But he has Strawn for Titchfield to contend with. So it is Stedman and Brown.
Strawn of Titchfield High also doing pretty
On
well.
the inside now
Strawn
is
of Titchfield
Titchfield
now.
Strawn.
Putting away
Steps
slightly
away
from
from
the
everyone. And wind's going away.
takes this
And
section ahead
pulls
of Calabar's
Henry
Mario
with him.
Henry.
But a convincing victory
John
there from
Strawn
Strawn of
First
Titchfield.
second goes to Mario Henry.
Titchfield High School in the
wind
wonderful
speed,
parish of
positive
Portland.
1.7 meters.
This athlete has shown some awesome speed endurance coming off the curve,
This section
and one going away from the field looking so comfortable in the downpour.
Next on track is section 4. Running out of lane 2 is Ronaldo Reed of Calabar. Lane 5, Rashawn Smith, Lacovia. Lane 6, Raheem Fagan, Wilmers Boys. Lane 7, Balvin Israel, St. Jago. And lane 8, Orlando Roper, Herbert Morris. Lane assignments once more. Ronaldo Reed, Calabar, lane 2. Lane 5, Rashawn Smith, Lacovia. Lane 6, Raheem Fagan, Wilmers Boys. Lane 7, Balvin Israel, St. Jago. And lane 8, Orlando Roper, Herbert Morrison.
Alright, so the next heat on the track, boys class 2, 200 meters. In case you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to our coverage here at the Ashheim Stadium at Jamaica College. The J3A's development trials, or athletic trials,
Qualifications.
and this is the 200 meters for class 2 boys, third heat. Ronaldo Reed of Calabar, Rashawn Smith of Lacovia, Raheem Fagan of Wolmers, Balvin Israel of St. Jago, and Orlando Roper of Herbert Morrison. That's how they line up.
Well, Ian, based on how the sprinting has been going so fantastic, I would not rule out the Herbert Morrison athlete,
Section
Roper.
4.
Athletes slipping at the moment,
Bit of
so
a challenge there with the start.
the
Lane
athletes
assignments
are
once
very
more. Ronaldo Reed,
uncomfortable.
Calabar, lane 2. Lane 5, Rashawn Smith, Lacovia. Lane 6, Raheem Fagan, Wilmers. Lane 7, Balvin Israel, St. Jago. And lane 8, Orlando Roper, Herbert Morrison.
So athletes having some difficulty negotiating the underfoot conditions. Very difficult for them. So the rain has subsided now, and the track is wet, but it certainly shouldn't dampen the spirits that these athletes are running in at this point. All
No.
trying to impress their coaches to do what they can do.
No, it should not, Ian, because over the years, history has proven that a wet track gives quality times.
Over the years. Let's see what happens this year. Away they go. Good start there from St. Jago's Israel. He's looking very good. He's running like he's running for or to the promised land. So it's Israel off St. Jago now taking lead and taking aim as he's on the straightaway. He's all by himself. He's getting a challenge from Reed of Calabar on the inside. And Reed is working very hard now, and Reed now storms away. And Reed will win this one. His chest up, his head back, but he wins comfortably. And a brave start from St. Jago's Israel. But in the end, it was not good enough. Good victory of Calabar.
Positive 1.2 meters per second, the wind speed there. But the final section of the class 2 boys 200 meters.
Again, another fine display of quality high school sprinting.
Bear with us for a moment as we rectify the technical challenge we're having here. But we will have the Official times coming your way.
Reed of Calabar did a wonderful curve sprint, came into the straightaway, held his transition, pushed, and speed endurance took over, held on, just letting everybody know that Calabar has something to say in Class 2.
Yes, I think that is a good point you're raising there, Mark. Calabar looking to display their quality, and they do have some numbers, and that number is coming to the fore right now, as these possibly could be the fringe athletes trying to impress their coach and get into the thick of things. Calabar, a very large squad over the years, large squads over the years, and yes, so not only quality but certainly quantity. And when you have the quantity, you can cut and paste, chop and change, adjust and readjust. So looking good in Class 2, Calabar, in terms of their performances in the sprint so far.
And Ian, even to add to the fact, now that the rain has gone and the sun has returned to some parts of the stadium, with the outcome and what you call it now, the opportunity for multiple meets to be held,
Alright, so we're going to head to the
large
Class
teams
3
are
boys,
able to
200 meters.
split up their units.
Sections to this event.
As you know, there's a restriction of a maximum of 3 athletes per event per
Section 1 is
school.
on track next.
So,
Running out of lane 1,
as you say,
Jamaica
you have a
College.
wonderful opportunity to
Lane
get
2, Ricardo
maximum
Parra,
qualifications, so the coaches
Lane
can
3,
even make
Lorraine,
better
Lane
deployment of talent use
Also Barrage
in
behind.
this new environment
Lane
of
3,
restricted
Edinburgh,
numbers.
Clarendon College. Lane 5, Watkins, that's Armani Watkins, Greater Portmore. Lane 6.
Alright, so now they're going down to
So correction to that one.
heat Class 3 rather. Trying to sort out lane assignments there. Only 3 athletes I can see lining up to face the starter at this point. You can see the wetness on the track. Lush green trees in the background there. Cars going about their daily Saturday business. The business here is track and field at Jamaica College. And they're still having some issues with the lane assignment at the moment, as the meet will be wrapped up shortly. So, still having some challenges at the moment now. Having a problem with the clock, and it would be very unfortunate if these athletes do not have an opportunity to at least post and register time mark because of the malfunctioning clock, but it's just one of those things. They will have to go with hand times.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate, Ian, but at the same time, the scoreboard is giving us the current time of day, which is good. At least we have an idea where we are.
Yes, but in the scheme of things, that's not what we're about at the moment, as they're off and running the first heat in Class 3. Athlete from St. Jago stepping away, he's very tall, negotiates the curve very well, and comes into the straightaway with a sizable chunk of a lead. And the other 2 athletes from Herbert Morrison and Titchfield, is it? No, that looks to be C's. But St. Jago winning easily.
So that's Lawrence of St. Jago coming through for the first section here of the Class 3 boys at 200 meters. Positive 0.6 meters per second the wind speed.
Yes, unfortunately,
Section
no
2
time.
will come up next out of lane 1, Jelani Monteith, Clarendon College. Lane 3, Dante Jones, St. Jago. Lane 4, Ainsley McGregor, Wilmer's Boys. Lane 6, Raheem Allison, Clarendon College. And lane 7, Bijan Swain, Calabar.
Hear you?
So the next heat in the Class 3 boys on track. As the proceedings at Jamaica College wrapping up. athletes should be comfortably out of the compound by 4 o'clock or thereabouts. So, about to take their marks. Well, they have taken their marks. There's another relay that might be coming up, or possibly a 4x4.
Section 2, they,
So away
they're
they
sent
go.
about their business. This is the Class 3 boys,
Class
200
3 boys,
meters.
200 meters. Powerful start by McGregor. He's looking pretty good. He has passed Allison
Into the straightaway
and
they
Swain.
come.
So it is
Calabar, Swain, also making some good ground as they advance towards the
Wilmers.
finish line.
McGregor running in
Wilmers,
his mask. And he's certainly not masking
just
his
ahead of the
performance
field.
though, as he charges through to win this
He'll
one.
cross the finish line.
And wins
First
going
ahead of
away and comfortably and easily.
Swain
Ahead
of
of
Calabar
on the outside there.
for
So
this section 2 and
good
final
showing.
of the Class 3 boys.
Class 3
200
boys, 200 meters. And looking good. Mark
Positive
Martin.
0.8 meters per
A good
second
victory
for
there for
Wilmers.
Wilmers.
Positive 0.8 meters per second.
McGregor
Again, bear with us.
running in a mask.
Yes, indeed. He was fully protected in that race as he came off the curve with his mask and powered away to win.
Okay, so that seems to have completed the 200 meters. 200 meters,
The
they
unofficial
had
time
the
here,
sprint relay,
23.93 seconds.
and they also had a
For
medley relay, and that seems to
Winner
be
of section 2.
the completion now of the individual events. Some other athletes coming out. I suspect they could be for the other jumps. Long jump. And the track events may be coming to an end.
We now proceed to section 1 of 2 for the Class 4 boys, 200 meters.
Okay, so we're going down to class 4. Class 4 boys, 200 meters up next, Mark. So there's something for everyone, even the little toddlers.
Running out of lane 2 is Jamaica Peckwood of Calabar. Otis Bennett, Clarendon College, running out of lane 3. Lane 5 has Johan Ramal Smith of Mushat. Lane 6, Devane Stewart, Herbert Morrison. And lane 7, Damaro Dixon of Jamaica College.
Right, so class 4 boys now in action. Of course, depending on the talent and the speed and the prowess of the class 4 athlete, they possibly could participate at champs based on the rules. They can do one event under the relay. So they're obviously trying to impress their coaches as well, these young athletes. And before you know it, they'll be class 1 and possibly running for Jamaica. So time waits and no man. But some of these athletes like to get going as soon as they can and grab the opportunities that are there waiting for them.
And rightly so too, Ian, because we know of the Carifta Games in the past where these smaller nations, their best quality athletes might even be sub 15 in age. Yeah, I mean, years past at Carifta, you might have an athlete from, like Martinique or St. Lucia or so. 14-year-old representing their country in under 17, and they're there in the event under 17 for 3 to 4 years.
All right, so these youngsters now have Pecco, Calabar, Bennett, Clarendon College, Smythe, Stewart, Herbert Morrison, and Dixon of Jamaica College, lining up facing the starter here. Sun now out. Really feeling almost like a cat and mouse situation. Now it's raining, now it's shining. The sun is shining. Now the sun is shining once more. And the skies are all blue again. So athletes going through their paces as a couple of them still out there in their masks. You find find that the youngsters tend to wear the masks more.
In the
Class
meantime,
4 boys tend to do so.
Yes, the lower classes.
section
The lower
one,
classes, Ian, they have been competing with their masks on. I mean, following the protocols. But then again, you know, it's all about their level of comfort.
Jamaica Pico.
They're allowed to compete without the mask, but they need to mask up as soon as their competition has ended.
Lane 5, Joanne Ramal Smythe Mushet. Lane 6, Savine Stewart Herbert Morrison. And lane 7, Damario Dixon, Jamaica College.
So, Roy, KC, Peco, Calabar, Dwyer, St. Jago, Smythe of Mushet, Stewart of Herbert Morrison, and Dixon of JC will face the starter in the Class 4 event.
As we await the start of that heat in the Class 4 boys 200 meters, we just like to Abnormal House Productions streaming live from Jamaica College, the Ashnines Stadium, venue number 5. Again, we'd like to thank our many sponsors who has helped to put this package together for us and allowing us to maintain the quality of our output. The sponsors are Jamaica College Old Boys New York chapter, celebrating 30 years of wonderful representation in New York. And we would like to again big up the president of the New York Old Boys chapter, Mr. Carl Bennett. VIP Attractions, Montego Bay, providing VIP service from the park to the terminal at the Sir Ronald Sangsters International Airport. Aviation College of the Americas, our local pilot school who helps pilots learn the basics of flying, log in their hours so they can qualify for their commercial pilot's license. Campbell's Defensive Drive. Think responsibly, drive defensively. Campbell's Defensive Drive. DV Myers Limited. We would like to thank and big up DV Myers for their broken of the live stream. College continues over years. Drive Nation Drivers Club. Drive Nation Drivers Club. www.defensivedrivingja.com. And also the Jamaica Service Association. Please remember to check them out on all social media platforms. And please remember, that's the Jamaica Service Association.
Stewart of Herbert Morrison, running out of lane 6. Section 2-1 track next, just 3 competitors present. You're all from Jamaica College. Christoph Morris will run out of lane 2. Lane 3 will have Rajon McIntosh. In lane 6, to Shane Francis. All competing for Jamaica College.
Start your dream vacation completely hassle-free with Jamaica's premier airport lounge. On leaving the island, check in with your airline, then let us do the rest. Here you'll discover an oasis. Travel the way it should be experienced. Flying into or departing from Kingston? No problem. Club Kingston is there to also provide a stress-free arrival and departure experience. Whatever your reason for flying, we look forward to welcoming you to relax, connect, discover at Club Mobay.
they're off and going.
So it's a JC
So
for this
Morris
section 2.
looks to be showing the early
Francis
running here.
present. On the outside, we're
Christoph-
seeing
Christoph
Shane
Morris.
Francis of Jamaica College.
Francis
traveling
of
pretty well at the
JC on
moment
the
as they come
outside
to the
is
straightaway.
battling with his teammates
McIntosh
here now.
running out of lane
So
3,
it is
making
Francis
round 2 is
that
Morris
looks to be the one
on the
who's
inside,
comfortable.
but
So
just
Deshane
about
Francis
20
will
meters
win this
remaining.
one easily. And he hobbles,
Francis, that's
cruises
Shane
to the line.
Francis of Jamaica College,
And McIntosh will be second.
through
and
ahead
Morris
of
will be third.
his teammates, Jean McIntosh and Christoph Morris. So Deshane Francis running out of lane 6.
That looks to
taking
have concluded
section
the
2
Class 4 youngsters.
with this Class 4 boys, 200 meters. Positive 1.0 meters per second for the wind speed. Positive 1.0 meters per second.
When you came on. Get some sun.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we leave things on the track.
So that's it for the track.
Action of the Jamaica Colleges.
Mark,
J3 is qualification.
your thoughts on the performances on the track at this point? We had the 200 meters, we had the medley, we had the 4x100 meters. Your thoughts on the performances on the track today?
And Class 1 boys is still content.
Well, Leon, the performances were of good quality. Even though they weren't much in numbers, the quality stood up. Especially in the relays, we had some nippy times. 40.62 to 40.90. Jamaica College winning from Calabar, from memory. In the Class 2, the roles were reversed. You know, Calabar getting a very good victory there. Class 3, wow. We never knew the outcome until the separation. 42.91, 42.92. We can't get it any better anywhere right now. You know?
Yes, good performances from Calabar. Kingston College not hearing any form of number.
Well,
Nonetheless,
that could be explained. Maybe they're at another venue
yes, I would imagine they will be somewhere else.
or venues.
All the coaches right now will be strategizing and not wanting to
Prioritizing.
show their hands yet
Yes,
for
definitely so.
top athletes. Jamaica College looked good in patches, but they would have some concerns, although they're saying no with Christopher Scott in the 4x1 earlier on.
Well, no would be the best answer, you know. I mean, as we said, Ian, my observation coming from a coach's eye told you that what Christopher Scott did was totally in control. If he was hurt, he would not have continued. And he didn't panic. He just simply decelerated but kept his stride rhythm, delivered the stick. And then the mere fact you see him walking without favoring any particular leg, you don't even know which side of the equation was that. Niggle is the word we call it. Not injury, just a niggle.
There's time for any fixing that needs to be done.
Well, recuperation is there. You know, nothing beats rest. In the next 2 weeks, we'll have the zonal champs. You know, it's segmented: Western, Central, Eastern, and
Next week will be
corporate.
corporate, yeah?
Yes, it is. And then the following week, on the 27th, will be the Gibson Relays.
Gibson McCook relays.
The Gibson McCook Relays.
So you'll be separating the little boys from the big boys.
Yes, and these relay opportunities that the teams have gotten to, you know, put a mark out there. You know, with COVID changing the way we do what we need to do, there will not be the norm where you have multiple teams with multiple heats and then you wait 4 hours. No, I think they'll just simply be the top 16 teams in terms of times provided. You know, and with the other competition within the various zonal meets, you will get the top 32 teams for the boys and girls championships.
Start your dream vacation completely hassle-free with Jamaica's premier airport lounge. On leaving the island, check in with your airline, then let us do the rest. Here you'll discover an oasis. Travel the way it should be experienced. Flying into or departing from Kingston? No problem. Club Kingston is there to also provide a stress-free arrival and departure experience. Whatever your reason for flying, we look forward to welcoming you to relax, connect, discover at Club Mobay.
Hello, good evening again. This is Mark here, coming to you from the Jamaica College Ashenine Sports Stadium. This is the Abnormal House production streaming live from venue number 5, as I explained earlier. But if you did not get that earlier, I can explain again. Due to we all know the COVID situation in Jamaica has caused sports to be postponed or deferred until every stakeholder understands and adhere to a protocol that has been put out by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Ministry of Sport, and the JAAA as a regards to management and operations of the JAA's qualifying trials series. We are now in week 3, and we basically have reduced the numbers of entrants for all teams. We have allowed them to compete without pollinating or crossing each other. So the girls will compete and have their segments. Then there will be a sterilization of the event area, and then after an hour or so, the boys, or it might be the reverse. The boys might start, and then the sterilization, and then the girls compete in the afternoon session. Now, venues have been designated to include schools from the various areas, and Catherine Hall's stadium has been out of commission for renovation for some time and is still unavailable, so there can be no hosting of events at that side. So Stets, the complex, the high school Stets that has hosted track meets over the years with the Stets Invitational and also the qualifications of Western Champs, and most recently the holding of Western Champs in segments, has been designated venue 0. They have a series of events that covers the boys and the girls in a session by session basis. Venue number 4 is GC Foster. Venue number 5, as you know, it's Jamaica College, where we are, 189 Old Hope Road, the Ashenine Stadium. Venue number 6 is the National Stadium, in which the running events for the juniors are held in the stadium, and the athletes are brought back over to the Stadium East, which is held as the warm-up area and the area for the jumps. Venue number 7 is the University of the West Indies, in which most of the throws and jumps are designated there. Excelsior is also a venue, but not for week 3. And Calabar, they have been designated venue number 8. Now, as we close, we saw some wonderful relay sprinting, as Ian and myself was discussing much earlier. Good times and better times to come within the next 2 weeks. Also, we had some 200-meter sprinting, in which Excelsior threw the gauntlet down with some victories across the classes. Calabar did quite a bit of sprinting also, and did Jamaica College. And we had a few wins from Herbert Morrison and Titchfield along the classes, which shows a good mix of quality of the other schools that are not traditional schools. Yes, and closing out the jumps. Luke Brown of Calabar, Class 1 triple, a 16:01 mark. He is now the second athlete to post a 16-meter mark in the event, which is very good. Cox from Kingston College, 15:24, and Francis also from Kingston College, 14:46. The other jumps, the results have not come to us yet. The board has malfunctioned because of the downpour, earlier downpour. But I guess we'll get those later, and we'll be posting it so the stream can have the privilege of those marks. We just want to again thank our sponsors who stood with us and allowed us to continue bringing this live stream. We are now in week 3. They have been around, but regardless of what, we have to show appreciation for them. The Jamaica College Old Boys New York chapter, 30 years. Wonderful mark, 30 years. The Jamaica College Old Boys New York chapter, whose president, Mr. Carl Bennett, we want to thank you, sir, and thank the Old Boys, and thank you all for being a part of our live stream presentation, and you can always look forward for more to come. VIP attractions, Montego Bay, again, providing VIP services from departure to the terminal at the Sir Donald Sangsters International Airport. The Aviation College of the Americas, our local pilot school, who will give our local pilots an opportunity with basic flight practice so they can acquire their hours to get their commercial license. Campbell's Defensive Drive. Think responsibly, drive defensively. That's Campbell's Defensive Drive. DV Myers Limited. EV Myers Limited. Again, another of our good sponsors that has been with us for more than 5 years, year to year, giving us all the support we need. We thank you, sir, for allowing us to bring the live streams of Jamaica College's involvement in all areas. Track and field, basketball, volleyball, you know it, school challenge, everything Jamaica College. We're trying to bring it to the Jamaica College family, home and abroad and in the further diaspora. Drive Nation Drivers Club. Drive Nation Drivers Club. www.defensivedrivingjaa.com. Check them out. Jamaica Civil Service Association. Please check them out on all social media platforms. And please become a member. That's the Jamaica Civil Service Association. And we have to continually big up the Jamaica College family. And this is very, very possible. We would like to thank the principal, Mr. Robinson, for his continuous support, and also Mr. Ian Forbes. Thank you very much. And again, it's been a pleasure to continuously bring you this stream, and stay on board. We are still here.
smell the rain, my brother. The smell the rain. Like, trees and that thing out there. Check. 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 Check.
Well, we stand by for the start of the competition, reminding our athletes that you must maintain physical distancing of at least 6 feet. We appreciate your cooperation as we adhere to the Ministry of Health and Wellness's protocols. You must also be donned in your mask till it is your opportunity to compete. So remember the physical distancing rule of 6 feet, and you must be wearing your mask. We also have a hand wash and sanitization station set up just for you. Please ensure that you make use of that. We appreciate your cooperation. Athletes, reminding you as best as possible, please maintain the physical distancing of 6 feet as stipulated by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Kindly adhere to the protocols. We beseech you. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow sleeve band. We wish you a safe and successful competition.
Gentlemen, one place.
Start your dream vacation completely hassle-free with Jamaica's premier airport lounge. On leaving the island, check in with your airline, then let us do the rest. Here you'll discover an oasis. Travel the way it should be experienced. Flying into or departing from Kingston? No problem. Club Kingston is there to also provide a stress-free arrival and departure experience. Whatever your reason for flying, we look forward to welcoming you to relax, connect, discover at Club Mobay.
Shooting a rain to brown scrub. Where you learn that, Guthrie? Where you learn that style? Anybody can shoot in a rain, you know? Yeah, sure, you realize. Realize.
Rain and storm and weather.
Realize.
Find a way, don't complain.
You know, that's them coming on. That me I tell come.
No damn
He ma
complaint,
come
find
here,
a
me
way.
say, dog, this shoot, man.
Find a way, man. I learn that.
Yeah, man. I love me something, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I look how me relax on this thing, eh? Remember how me was afraid of? We take up the conversation. No, me I say, yeah, man. Oh, me I say, look how we did afraid to come up here.
I trust me. I rate me.
I'm there, I relax.
My engineering skills not too bad.
Yeah, no, see,
Not too bad. It's not too
Not
bad.
so bad.
No, not
I
too
not even remember I said like it's so much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My work it out good enough. My calculation.
Reminder that you must wear your mask at
Too old
Thank
and
you
old.
for attending the J3A's Qualification Trial Series.
If you
Yeah,
mash
man.
up,
Please note the various signs posted
so
throughout the venue, reminding you to always observe social distance of 6 feet, to wear your mask, and to practice good hand hygiene. These requirements are all for your health and safety. Thank you for your cooperation and voluntary compliance. It is greatly appreciated. We wish you a successful competition.
Where they are going? Stay there and listen to me over there, sir. Why, I tell you. After me, you pick up on it, man, sir, right? To the home over here, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we've just started the competition for the Class 1 boys long jump competition. That would have been Tariq Wheatley of Kingston College, 5.71 meters. Malik Drummond there of Wilma's boys just making his first attempt. It's a legal jump, we await the distance. .39 meters, 6.39 meters for Malik Drummond of Wilma's boys. Up next, Nicholas Francis, Kingston College. A foul there for Francis of Kingston College. Up next, Malik Parkinson, Titchfield. The white flag there flown for Malik Parkinson of Titchfield on his first attempt. 5.77 meters, 5.77 meters registered for Malik Parkinson of Titchfield High. Up next, in Angel, Atkinson Day. And he's of Wilma's boys, so that's Atkinson Day.
Love the mask now, yeah, you can't come calling a big nose now.
Yo, man there. Enough young boy at high school. I run married a long time.
Like 3 girl and box, so that them a boy.
And your phone get kids.
You just that one get
No,
kicked.
can keep on in uniform.
Yeah.
You know we're a white shirt now.
Yes, if you don't want a white shirt, no. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All them concept were
6.55 meters, 6.55 meters for Atkinson Daly of Wilma's boys,
So my wife can identify me, so
putting him at the top of the table for the moment. Jermaine Campbell of Copia High, up next for his first attempt. .26 meters for Jermaine Campbell of Lacovia High. Up next, Aldane Angus of Calabar.
recording right now. We can come to it. Matthew.
6.24 meters, 6.24 meters for Aldane Angus of Calabar. Up next, Gabriel Morrison, Dintil Technical.
KFC. He that talk to KFC. They say, look now. They say ring finger, look now. They say king finger. You want for spot.
.00 meters, 5 meters there for Javier Morrison of Dintil Technical High. Up next, Nando Meggs, Wilma's boys.
Yeah, man, that's the thing we said, man. 290 we started on, man.
Sure.
6.54 meters, 6.54 meters. Therefore, Nando Meggs of Wilmers, putting him second on the tables here, just behind his teammate, Atkinson Daly. Up next, Alex Xavier Monfries, Excelsior. .59 meters, 6.59 meters for Alex Xavier Monfries of Excelsior, now giving him the lead, just ahead of Atkinson Daly of Wilmer's boys with 6.55. Up next is Orlando Russell of Wilmer's boys. .29 meters, 6.29 meters for Orlando Russell of Wilmer's boys. Up next, Keyshawn Stevens, Dintil Technical. .26 meters, 5.26 meters for Keyshawn Stevens of Dintil. Up next, Jordan Turner, Calabar. 7.38 meters for Jordan Turner of Calabar, putting him at the top of the table at the moment. Up next, Javon Schaefers of Kingston College. That was Kimani Thomas of St. Jago. That's a foul registered for his first attempt. We head now into the second attempt for this Class 1 boys long jump. The leader at the moment, Jordan Turner of Calabar High, 7.38 meters. Next best, 6.55 meters. Atkinson Daly of Wilmer's boys and his teammate, Nando Meggs, right behind him with, well, let me fix that. Next best is actually, so second on the table is Xavier Monfries of Excelsior. So 7.38 meters, Jordan Turner, the leader at the end of the first attempt. The next best, Xavier Monfries, Excelsior, 6.59. Then Atkinson Daly, Wilmer's boys, 6.55 for third. .29 meters for Malik Drummond of Wilmer's boys. Up next is Nicholas Francis of Kingston College for his second attempt. Foul there for Nicholas Francis of Kingston College. Up next is Malik Parkinson of Titchfield High.
One down there if you want. Go down. Sit there. Great building.
6.31 meters, 6.31 meters for Malik Parkinson of Titchfield High, bettering his first attempt, which was 5.77 meters. Up next is Atkinsall Daly of Wilmer's Boys. His first attempt was 6.55 meters. 6.89 meters, 6.89 meters for D'Angelo Atkinsall Daly of Wilmer's Boys on his second attempt. Up next is Jermaine Campbell of Lacovia. 5.96 meters there for Jermaine Campbell of Lacovia. Up next, Aldane Angus of Calabar. meters, 6.39 meters for Aldane Angus. That should be 6.35 meters for Aldane Angus of Calabar. Up next is Javier Morrison of Dinton Tech. 4.91 meters, 4.91 meters for Javier Morrison of Dinton Technical. Up next is Nando Meggs of Wilmer's Boys. His first attempt was 6.54 meters.
Hey, you capturing this? Capturing it?
Yeah. 6.71 meters, 6.71 meters, bettering his first attempt,
which was 6.54 meters. Up next is Alexavier Monfries of Excelsior. His first attempt was 6.59 meters. .69 meters, 6.69 meters. Proving on his first jump there of 6.59 meters. So registering 6.69 meters now for his second attempt. Up next is Orlando Russell of Wilmer's Boys. His first attempt was 6.29 meters.
Yeah.
6.82 meters, 6.82 meters for Orlando Russell of Wilmer's Boys, improving on his first attempt, 6.29 meters. Up next is Keyshawn Stevens of Dinthill Technical. His first attempt was 5.26 meters. 5.26 meters, equaling his first attempt. So that's Keyshawn of Dinthill Technical. Up next is Jordan Turner of Calabar, leading so far with 7.38 meters in his first attempt. Now goes for his second.
Sorry.
7.72 meters, 7.72 meters, improving on his first attempt, 7.38 meters. Up next is Javon Schaefers of Kingston College. His first attempt, 5.74 meters.
This one suit, this one fresh. Go for the fresh. So we can wrap this on. Yeah, respect, yeah, man. Yeah, man, yeah, man.
And with that jump of 7.72, Mr. Turner has an automatic qualification to World Juniors. So 7.72 there, making him automatically qualifying for the World Junior Games. So 6.62 meters there registered for Javon Schaefers of Kingston College. And we'll round out the second attempt with Kimani Thomas of St. Jago. 6.47 meters. 6.47 meters there for Kimani Thomas of St. Jago. The end of the second attempt. 7.72, of course, the leader there, Jordan Turner of Calabar, also automatically qualifying there for the World Juniors with that massive jump. Third attempts now, Tyreek Wheatley of Kingston College. 5.65 meters. 5.65 meters for Tyreek Wheatley of Kingston College on his third attempt. Malik Drummond of Women's Boys will go next for his third attempt. His best jump so far was on his first attempt, 6.39 meters. 5.23 meters for Nicholas Francis of Kingston College on his third attempt. Up next, Malik Parkinson of Titchfield High. His best jump was on his second attempt, 6.31 meters. 6.11 meters for Malik Parkinson of Titchfield High. Up next, Angelo Atkins-Daly of Woolman's Boys. His best attempt so far, 6.89 meters on his second attempt. 'The foul there for Atkins-Daly of Woolman's. Up next is Dermaine Campbell of Lacovia. His best jump so far, 6.26 meters in his first attempt. 6.29 meters, improving there on his 6.26 registered in his first attempt. That was Dermaine Campbell of Lacovia High. Up next is Aldane Angus of Calabar. His best jump was on his second attempt, 6.35 meters. And a foul there for Aldane Angus of Calabar. His best jump was 6.35 meters on his second attempt. Up next is Javier Morrison of Dintian Technical. His best jump, 5 meters from his first attempt. .96 meters, 4.96 meters. Improving on his second attempt there, which was 4.91 meters, but his best attempt was 5 meters from his first jump. That's Javier Morrison of Dint Hill Technical High. Up next is Nando Meggs of Wilmer's Boys. His best jump, 6.71 meters from his second attempt. An illegal jump there for Nando Meggs of Wilmer's Boys. We await the distance, but his best jump so far, attempt 2, 6.71. And he's definitely improved that. His third attempt, 7.15 meters. 7.15 meters there for Nando Meggs of Wilmer's Boys. His best jump registered on his third attempt. Up next is Alex Xavier Monfries of Excelsior High. His best jump so far, 6.69 meters, and he now makes his third attempt. .90 meters for Alex Xavier of Excelsior. Coming now, Orlando Russell of Wilmer's Boys, 6.82 his best jump so far. Illegal jump there registered for Orlando Russell of Wilmer's Boys. Once again, his best jump so far is 6.82 meters on his second attempt. And we await the measurement for his third attempt here. 6.97 meters. 6.97 meters, improving on his second attempt here. That's Orlando Russell of Wilmer's Boys. Up next is Keyshawn Stevens of Dintill Technical High. So far, he's registered 5.26 meters on both his first and second attempts. Schaefer's, that's Javon Schaefer's of Kingston College. For his third attempt, his best jump so far is 6.62 meters.
No, we're playing now. No, we're playing a good shit.
6.44 meters for Javon Schaefer's of Kingston College. His best jump was 6.62 meters registered on his second attempt. Up next is Kimani Thomas of St. Jago. 6.39 meters there for Kimani Thomas of St. Jago. His best jump, 6.47 meters registered on his second attempt. But overall, topping this competition, the Class 1 boys long jump, Jordan Turner of Calabar, 7.72 meters. So the first attempt here being made for the Class 2 boys long jump competition. Anthony Willis of Kingston College would have done his first attempt, 6.66 meters. Just making his first attempt a distance of 6.37 meters was Michael Curry of Jamaica College. Up next is Tayshawn Rowe of Clarendon College for his first attempt. .26 meters, 4.26 meters for Tayshawn Rowe of Clarendon College. Up next, Nathan Wade of Calabar. 6.51 meters. For Nathan Wade of Calabar. Up next, Jaden Campbell, Kingston College. 6.15 meters. 6.15 meters for Jaden Campbell of Kingston College. Up next, Malik Williams, Jonathan Grant. So earlier was Javon Samuels of St. Jago, 6.07 meters. Just making his first attempt was Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant, 5.61 meters. 5.61 meters. Up next, Ronaldinho Medwinter, Excelsior. 5.76 meters. 5.76 meters for Ronaldinho Medwinter of Excelsior. Up next, Umarian Walford of St. Jago. 5.79 meters. 5.79 meters for Marion Walford of St. Jago. Matthew Hilton, Jamaica College. 6.25 meters. 6.25 meters for Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College. Up next, Nathan Williams, Wilmer's Boys. And a foul there for Nathan Williams of Wilma's Boys on his first attempt. Up next is Balvin Israel of St. Jago. A foul there for Balvin Israel of St. Jago. Up next, Romara Bryan of Morant Bay High. Up next for his first attempt, Daniel Nelson of Wilma's Boys. 6.10 meters, 6.10 meters on his first attempt, and that's Daniel Nelson of Wilma's Boys. On for the second attempt, up next is Anthony Willis of Kingston College. His first attempt was 6.66 meters. Six point 6.67 meters, 6.67 meters, an improvement there by 0.01 meters there for Anthony Willis of Kingston College. Up next is Michael Curry, Jamaica College. His first attempt was 6.37 meters. The foul there for Michael Curry of Jamaica College on his second attempt. Up next is Tayshawn Rowe of Clarendon College. His first attempt was 4.26 meters. Up next, Nathan Wade, Calabar. A legal jump there for Wade of Calabar. His first jump was 6.51 meters, and we await the distance for his second attempt. 6.59 meters, 6.59 meters. An improvement there for Nathan Wade of Calabar. Up next, Jaden Campbell, Kingston College. That was Jaden Campbell of Kingston College. His first attempt was 6.15 meters. 6.12 meters there for Jaden Campbell on his second attempt. His first attempt again was 6.15 meters. Up next is Javon Samuels of St. Jago. A legal jump there for him. His first attempt was 6.07 meters. 5.98 meters. 5.98 meters there on his second attempt. That's Javon Samuels of St. Jago. Up next, Malik Williams, Jonathan Grant. That was Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant. On his second attempt, his first jump was 5.61 meters. 5.37 meters there for his second attempt. That's Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant. Up next is Ronaldinho Medwinter of Excelsior. His first attempt was 5.76 meters. The white flag flown there for Medwinter of Excelsior. Improving on his first attempt here, registering 6.21 meters. Omarion Walford of St. Jago is up next to make his second attempt. And a foul there for Walford of St. Jago. Up next is Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College. His first attempt was 6.25 meters. The foul there for Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College on his second attempt. Up next is Nathan Williams of Wilmer's Boys. The legal jump there for Nathan Williams of Wilmer's Boys. We await the distance. 4.29 meters. 4.29 meters for Nathan Williams of Wilmer's Boys. Up next for his second attempt is Balvin Israel of St. Jago. .09 meters. 7.09 meters for Balvin Israel of St. Jago. And that jump there on his second attempt puts him at the top of the table for this Class 2 boys long jump. Going next is Romar Bryan of Morant Bay. Romar Bryan of Morant Bay. And a foul there for Romar Bryan of Morant Bay High. Next is Darnell Nelson of Wilmer's Boys. His first attempt was 6.10 meters. .537 meters there for Darnell Nelson of Wilmer's Boys on his second attempt. His first jump was 6.10 meters. We now move to the third attempt for the boys Class 2 long jump competition. Up next is Anthony Willis of Kingston College. His best jump so far, 6.67 meters. The foul there on his third and final attempt. That's Anthony Willis of Kingston College. Up next, Michael Curry, Jamaica College. His first attempt was 6.37 meters and his best so far. The foul there for Michael Curry of Jamaica College on his third and final attempt. 6.37 being his best jump and only jump from attempt one. Up next is Tayshawn Rowe of Clarendon College. His only registered jump, 4.26 meters from his first attempt. An illegal jump there for Tayshawn Rowe of Clarendon College on his final attempt. His first attempt was 4.26 meters. He fouled on the second. And here on his third and final attempt, the distance. 5.34 meters, 5.34 meters. Up next is Nathan Wade of Calabar. His best jump, 6.59 meters. And a foul there for Nathan Wade of Calabar. His best jump, 6.59 meters, registered on his second attempt. Up next is Jaden Campbell of Kingston College. His best jump, 6.15 meters, on his first attempt. So that was Jaden Campbell there of Kingston College on his third and final attempt. And an improvement here on his 6.15 meters first attempt. So his third and final attempt is 6.51 meters. 6.51 meters there for Jaden Campbell of Kingston College. Up next is Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant High. A legal jump there for Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant. His best jump was 5.61 meters from his first attempt. We now await the distance for his third and final attempt in this Class 2 boys long jump. 4.05 meters, 4.05 meters there for Malik Williams of Jonathan Grant. Up next is Ronaldinho Medwinter of Excelsior. His best jump so far was on his second attempt at 6.21 meters. And he's given the white flag there. That's Ronaldinho Medwinter of Excelsior High. On his first attempt, he would have registered 5.76 meters. On his second, 6.21. And an improvement here for his third and final attempt, 6.39 meters. Omarion Walford of St. Jago is up next. His only distance registered, 5.79 meters. And a foul there for Amarian Walford of St. Jago. Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College is up next. His only registered jump, 6.25 meters from his first attempt. So that was Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College on his third and final attempt. His only registered jump was from his first attempt, 6.25 meters. And it's an improvement on that, 6.44 meters for Matthew Hilton of Jamaica College on his third and final jump. Nathan Williams of Wilmer's Boys will now make his third and final jump. A legal jump there for Nathan Williams of Wilmer's boys. 6.53 meters, 6.53 meters there for Nathan Williams of Wilmer's boys, improving significantly on his second attempt, 4.29 meters. Up next for his third attempt and final, Balvin Israel of St. Jago, the leader so far, 7.09 meters. A legal jump there for Balvin Israel of St. Jago. His second attempt is his only registered jump. Until now, that was 7.09 meters. But on his third attempt now, an improvement, 7.16 meters for Balvin Israel of St. Jago. Up next, Romar Bryan of Morant Bay High. And a foul there for Romar Bryan of Morant Bay High on his third and final jump. The final contestant, or final athlete contending this Class 2 boys long jump is Darnell Nelson of Wilmer's boys for his third and final attempt. His best jump so far, 6.10 from his first attempt. So that was Darnell Nelson of Wilmer's boys. His best jump, 6.10 meters from his first attempt. His final jump registering 4.58 meters. Ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial winner here is Balvin Israel of St. Jago. His best attempt, 7.16 meters. And that concludes the Class 2 boys long jump competition and the activities here today for the Jamaica College Week 3 action of the J3's qualifications. On behalf of the entire J3's team, we thank you so much for your support and your cooperation as we adhere to the COVID-19 protocols. We want to thank our officials, our sponsors, the medical team. I want to also say thank you to the JAAA group of companies, all the schools who would have been a part of helping to ensure that this event is possible. We thank our media partners. We thank the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Medic One first responders or medics on standby. On behalf of the entire team, thank you so much for being here with us for another week of action. See you soon. The boss is there. So let me do that again. On behalf of the entire team, please take care, keep safe, wear your mask, sanitize, and adhere to the COVID-19 protocol.
Start your dream vacation completely hassle-free with Jamaica's premier airport lounge. On leaving the island, check in with your airline, then let us do the rest. Here you'll discover an oasis. Travel the way it should be experienced. Flying into or departing from Kingston? No problem. Club Kingston is there to also provide a stress-free arrival and departure experience. Whatever your reason for flying, we look forward to welcoming you to relax, connect, discover at Club Mobay.